The program is designed for our peer support specialists to be able to meet that individual where they need to be met. Oftentimes, people that have just gotten out of prison, they don't have means of transportation, they don't have housing, they are just trying to find their way back into society. They don't even have a driver's license. So what our peer support specialist does is he meets them one-on-one. He will meet them, on the public sidewalk of a homeless shelter, for example, and take them by the hand, literally, and accompany them to appointments, make sure they're getting where they need to go. He takes them in his own vehicle and gets them to the appointments. With proper funding, we also can purchase bus passes to allow those individuals to get to those appointments. But it's really, really an intimate relationship and one-on-one. So that's what they need. They need someone that's been there, done that, and understands where they're coming from. And these individuals that participate in this program, they truly want to change their life. They don't want to go back to prison. They don't want to be homeless. They want to get a job. They want to be able to drive. So this program assists them in moving towards those goals.
The scope and purpose of it is, as a state certified peer recovery support specialist, I engage individuals that are either have a history or an involvement with the criminal justice system and suffer or live with a serious mental illness. The other purpose is also to decriminalize mental health and also to reduce the recidivism of individuals living with mental illness within the system.
Well, probably the darkest days after coming to Reno was when you don't have a place to be, it's raining or snowing, you don't really have enough food to eat for that day. You could probably go and panhandle it or come up with something other than a legal way of doing it, and you try not to, but you feel really terrible about yourself, about your surroundings, and all the people you know are like you. There's nowhere you can go for help. I hooked up with your group, NAMI, through Joaquin, and this was at the court. I was there for the same thing I was always there for, having an open container on the streets. These are dark days, but at the point you're on the street, the light part of the day was getting a beer. The bad part of the day was nighttime. So it was pretty bad. You start feeling worthless. You don't have any self-worth at all. And that has changed. There's more people homeless and hurting than there are places for them to go. I got lucky. I really did. And then my family was so supportive. They might be one of the few things that kept me from drastic measures. I did have several friends. I know of two right off the bat I was very close with. They're both passed away now. And these are people that I knew very well. And they died from exposure, homelessness, drinking, and drugs. And that hurts me in my soul. Well, you can't possibly know the amount of relief I have right now. You know what a great burden that is off my soul for just the general principle of I have an apartment, and now I can actually pursue things like I used to play the trumpet. I can start playing my trumpet again. I used to play keyboards. I found out from my therapist where I can start buying used keyboards in Albuquerque, close to where I'm going to be renting. So I'm going to fly model airplanes. I've always wanted to do radio-controlled airplanes. There's a small model airplane field very close to where I am. I like to walk. I like to hike. My sister, they've all been very close. They've sent me bus schedules, how much it costs. NAMI has provided me with places that like Alcoholics Anonymous, and the NAMI representative in Albuquerque. Let's see, where else? I have everything I need. So as far as I'm concerned, my life looks like all smiles and roses. NAMI supported me as much as my family did. I mean, when I was on the street flying my sign that said anything helps, Joaquin would come out and he would hunt me down. He's relentless. I would hide just so I didn't have to have this confrontation. And he would hunt me down and bring me a sandwich and a soda and tell me, he talked to my sister, because him and my sister were very tight at this point. And they still are, honestly. But he would say, hey, have you called your sister? Because my sister supplied me with the phone, but I was, not really calling her because I knew I would sound like I was drinking. And that's just a whole nother ball of wax right there. So, but he would hunt me down and he would help me and he would get me food. He would give me a blanket if I needed it, or a sleeping bag. He was right there for me. And NAMI, I assume, is all part of this. So he was doing, I think, over and above what he had to, but that's Joaquin. He's a very good friend of mine now.